What's up guys, Husto7 here, and today I've got a video to show off the Microsoft Elite controller. They announced the Elite controller at the E3 press conference, and this looks really cool. It's sort of like a Scuff controller. It's got remappable buttons, it's got paddles, it's got customizable thumbsticks. So let's take you through some of the features that you may see in the video. Also, if you want to see just the official video, you can actually click on screen as a link to the official video that's not edited. But this is actually just some images from their website, and I'm going to take you through them sort of one by one. So this is the controller that you can see. It's kind of spinning around. Sorry for the quality here. This is actually just from Microsoft's website, so it's, you got to blame them for the quality, not for my rendering settings. But you can see that it's got these paddles in the back. It's got remappable buttons here, and things are completely customizable here. You can see on this image that you can sort of remove these thumbsticks. You can remove the D-pad. You can put up a high thumbstick. You can put up a dome thumbstick. So it's sort of like if you were to purchase a Control Freak or something, but here it's actually just built right into the removable components of the controller. You can also lock the triggers here. It's called hair trigger. So essentially what it's going to do is prevent you from having to push the trigger in as far, which is going to get you those quick snapshots. You'll be able to pull the trigger faster. If you're playing first-person shooters and you're using like a pistol or using a single-shot weapon like an MK14 or something, that's going to be a great feature because you're going to be able to get those shots off quicker because you're not going to have to push the trigger as far, and it'll, you'll only have to depress it a little bit of the way, and that'll be able to get you shots quicker. You can see on this bottom image, this is on the actual Xbox or PC if you're using a Windows 10 app, and you can actually adjust all of the different button configurations, which is really cool because sometimes, for example, if you're playing Halo Master Chief Collection, I wasn't able to find a control scheme where I was able to have the zoom and shoot, zoom on the trigger, but also have the melee on the B button, and I typically play, tactical in Call of Duty, so I like having melee on the B button. Now I don't have to worry about finding a configuration that works for me. I can just assign whatever buttons I want to what they actually will do in game, and that's a really handy feature that's going to be really awesome, so that you don't have to worry about finding all of those different control schemes that you like. You can actually come up with your own control scheme. On the back of the controller, you've got 4 paddles which correspond with whatever buttons you want. You can assign them to like A, B, X, Y, or you can assign them to like depressing a thumbstick or something. So what's cool about this is that this way your thumbs, never have to leave the thumbstick. If you want to melee or if you want to reload, you can actually just assign to a paddle, and you can click it with your middle fingers on the back of the controller. That way you never have to have your thumbsticks leave. It's going to be helpful for getting those precision shots. It's going to be helpful for keeping your hand on the controller. It's going to give you better speed and reflex, as well as you can see that this D-pad, I didn't really cover that in the last image, but that D-pad is more sort of customizable, more flexible, so that you can get in angles. That's probably not going to help you if you're like a Call of Duty player or something, but if you're a fighting game player, or if you use the D-pad for something in like arcade games or something, that is going to help you out because you're going to be able to get those angles. So here you go. You can see that in the final image, this is what it comes with. You can see it's got the controller, it's got its USB cable. It comes with this cool sort of carrying case. That's nice just for having it in protection if you move it around. It's got 2 different interchangeable D-pads, the standard D-pad and then the sort of like more circular D-pad. It's got 4 attachable and removable paddles, and then it's got 3 different pairs of thumbsticks: the tall thumbsticks, the standard thumbsticks, and then the domed thumbsticks. So you can play which, whatever fits your playstyle. Lastly, I just wanted to announce this controller is available for pre-order right now. I found it on the Microsoft website and on Amazon, both listed for the same price of $149.99. So it's a pretty pricey controller, but if you're familiar with things like Battle Beavers or Scuff, it's kind of right up there with what they're charging for their controllers, and so it's pretty comparable in terms of the price. I've also heard a lot of people after the announcement about this talking about Scuff and is this Scuff's downfall and stuff. I've personally never used a Scuff controller or a Battle Beaver or anything like that, but I really don't think that these businesses are going to just tank all of a sudden. I mean, a lot of people purchase those for more customizable. So far, you can see this is only available in the standard sort of like matte black. The Scuffs and the Battle Beavers come in different colors. You can change the lights. You can change that Xbox button. So, for example, you can get a Desert Merc controller that's got our little Merc logo, or Isolation, which is the the COD esports team that our clan is affiliated with. So I don't think that these businesses are going to tank because people who are purchasing these controllers are still sort of, I think, purchasing them in some cases for some of the more showy. So we will see if Microsoft updates their controller with new colors or new grips, things like that. But right now, the standard controller is just coming in the matte black with the standard grips. But this still looks really cool, and I'm really excited to pick one of these up and check it out when they are released in October 31st later this year. Thanks so much for watching.